NFL preseason debates countdown. 7 days.
That's it. 1 week, everybody. And then the NFL season is back with us. So today's debate is which team is going to go from worst to first in their respective division. Perloff, the answer is easy. The answer is the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons, who are the one team in the NFC South that is returning its quarterback. Desmond Ridder got a few games under his belt last year. It's a team that actually has some stability. It's a team that's going to do everything you want, which is run the ball and be stout in the trenches. That's going to lead to wins in the NFC South. I hate betting on the Falcons. It's actually the 11th commandment of this show. Thou shalt never bet on the Falcons. They burn me every time. But in this sense, they are the team that's going worst to first.
Okay, of the worst to first team, they are at plus 200. So you're not going to make a lot of money off of that to win the NFC South. Now, I like the Falcons. I would consider that bet. I like your logic. Although they say no returning quarterbacks. Derek Carr is at least a veteran.
That's true.
I can't believe you're not going with the Hall of Famer. The New York Jets were worse last year. Don't you think they have a legitimate chance to go first? And to do that, we'll need the Buffalo Bills to take a small step back. And I'm already seeing cracks. I see Von Miller on the PUP list. Starting to see cracks. I see your confidence is waning. I see you
My confidence is waning. No
I see
way.
you accosting people in the coffee room and complaining about the linebacking core. This happened.
I did raise my voice about the linebacking core, but I am legitimately worried about it.
To somebody who was desperately trying there, when you were like, Matt Milano always gets hurt, and they're like, save me. They're whispering, save me to me.
Don't ask me what kind of season do you think the Bills are going to have if you don't want a real answer.
If you don't want 15 minutes of your life taken away?
Listen, you're standing by the microwave. I saw there was plenty of time left on that.
You have to erase the 10 days since Maggie's Bills meltdown?
No, I was good. I don't know who decided to write on the whiteboard here, wide right.
Ouch.
On my days since Maggie's had a Bills meltdown. I feel like this is you guys planting this, trying to bait me into it.
Somebody pretended not to speak English when you were talking about the slot receiver position the other day in the break room.
Well, I was just really surprised, actually, they didn't bring back Cole Beasley, and now he's been cut, and I think they could bring him back.
They're like,
When's the last time a rookie tight end ever did anything?
No hablo inglés.
I've been getting that a lot lately.
Yeah. No, I understand. But I do think if you're going to do worst to first, I think all three of these teams being the New York Jets, the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins could be competing for first place in that division, and they're all going to be right around 10, 11 wins. Jets could sneak in there. I think Buffalo and the Jets are definitely playoff teams. Miami feels a little brittle to me. They're third. But if you're going to be a playoff team, I don't see Buffalo running away with it being 13-4. Were they 13-4 last year?
13-3, because they never played the Bengals game.
Right. So I don't think they run away with it. I think they're in the mix again. So I feel like the Jets could sneak in there. They're at plus 270. I kind of like that bet. They don't feel like a worst to first team because they added Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I know the NFC South always goes worst to first because it's like worst to worst.
Well, if you actually wanted the team that recycles division winners year after year, it's actually the NFC East.
Yeah.
And that would mean your Philadelphia Eagles would be unseated here. But could it be the Washington Commanders? The Terry McLaurin turf toe, that's an issue. I think that Sam Howell as the quarterback, is he actually going to be good? There's a lot of questions here.
I thought we all agreed we were into Sam Howell.
No,
we were all of a sudden doubting Sam Howell? How can you doubt Sam
the
Howell?
Commanders. I just don't think that the Eagles are not going to finish first. The Eagles are going to just be dominant. The one team that I think that everyone...
Or the Cowboys.
Yeah, but I think the Commanders could, maybe not will, but could definitely finish above them. The other team that nobody's talking about and everyone thinks that they're terrible, and I might get reamed for this one, but the Bears. That division is wide open. I'm not believing in what you call the fraud Vikings. The Lions I love, but I'll never believe in the Lions until they actually do it. The Packers, we all know, Jordan Love. And Justin Fields might be the best quarterback in that division. And if that's the case, he's got weapons, he's got receivers. Maybe the Bears.
Justin Fields is the best quarterback in that division.
Kirk Cousins, Jordan Love, or
Jared Goff.
I mean,
well, talent-wise, he probably has the biggest upside of any of those
he's the
guys.
boat, not the goat.
Jared Goff threw 29 touchdowns and 7 picks last year, which is MVP level stuff, and Kirk
Justin
Cousins
Fields
was
ran
even
for over
better.
1,000 yards.
Yeah, he ran for 1 million yards, but he can't keep that up. So I mean, he'd have
Lamar
to take
Jackson won an MVP doing it.
he'd have to take a huge leap up to pass Cousins and Goff and
You mean like Daniel
productivity.
Jones?
Kirk Cousins will probably throw. We don't even talk about him. He'll probably throw 30 touchdowns and 10 picks.
So
no one will care.
Here's the one thing I think that's working against the Bears is like the Falcons were 7-10 last year. The Jets were 7-10 last year. The Bears were 3-14. Like, that's not a lot of wins. They were the worst team record-wise in the NFL. I think every year adding, like, you had 3 or 4 wins. That's like a nice step forward coming off a 3-win season.
But it is the NFL. It feels like it does happen. Like you see 3 and 4 win teams every year jump.
Well,
you need-
not 3 and 4 win.
We saw the 1-win Colts win 11 games the next year with Andrew Luck.
Yeah, but that's because they had like generational talent influx at quarterback.
Well,
Justin Fields is good. I don't know if he's going to be generational.
I do think you hit on something. You might be 9-8 and win that division. I think that is a valid point, Mike. And I think the same is very true of your Atlanta Falcons. You might win that division.
They're not my Atlanta Falcons.
The most exciting team in the NFL to watch.
No.
Oh, I want the Atlanta Falcons.
You can have them.
You aren't excited? Atlanta's got an exciting young talent.
I love our guy, Bijan Robinson.
Oh, he's the best.
He's been on the show several times, and we're rooting for him unabashedly as a show. But I have my commandment. I will not bet on the Falcons. The Falcons have screwed me so often on bets, I can't do it.
Okay.
They're not my team. Plus, I'm not like you. I don't have 50 teams that I root for. I only have one that I root for.
I'm not saying I'm rooting for the Falcons, but we love Bijan. Everyone loves Bijan. He's the most lovable rookie coming in a long time. I don't know. They have 2 6'6" monsters playing receiver. You know what my big problem is?
What's
Desmond Ridder. I just do not know what he's going to be.
Nobody does. But he might be enough to win that division because clearly they're going to run the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what Arthur Smith is either. And by the way, I don't know what your guy Matt Eberflus in Chicago is. Mike, if I told you Matt Eberflus wasn't going to be there next year, would you be surprised at all?
If you put Arthur Smith and Matt Eberflus shoulder to shoulder, I have no idea.
I was going to say, if Matt Eberflus was sitting in the seat next to us, would Sam have any idea who he was? That's all.
If he walked in and said, "Hi, it's me, Matt."
I like how I've adopted the Bears now because I'm like, they might be a team that goes worst to first. I have not adopted the Bears. I'm just kind of nudging.
You're just asking questions.
I'm just asking questions that I don't want answers to.
You can't handle the truth when it comes to Matt Eberflus.